What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So we got a brand new race pass up on the map. We're going to find out which cars are actually worth your time. So we got 3 cars in the free section, we have 3 cars in the paid section, and some of them are pretty decent, some of them are pretty bad, and we're going to go over all the cars and let you know which ones you might want to get. We're going to go over all the stats, the top speed, the acceleration, the time they cross the finish line, and we'll let you know if they have live racing setups and all that good stuff as well. So let's go ahead and check out what's available. In the free tier, we have the Bentley Batur by Malliner. We have the Audi R8 V10 GT RWD, and then we have the Porsche 911 RWB. If we take a look in the paid tier, we have a Maserati MC20, we have the Lexus LFA, and then we have the Hennessy Venom GT Spider WFE. So are any of these cars any good? We are about to find out. Alright, so first up we have our Bentley. This car is going to do the half mile in a 7.628. It's going to do 352 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.8, and 0 to 100 in 1.3s. And does this car have a live racing setup? No. No, it doesn't. This car is not going to be what I would consider a good live racer, so it's just kind of an okay car. I mean, the speed's okay, everything's okay, but, you know, it's just kind of a so-so car, in my opinion. Just kind of This car will naturally beat the dyno time by a little bit when it's maxed out, but nothing crazy. So bottom line is this car is okay, and that's my rating. It's okay. You know, it's just kind of an okay car. Next in the free section, we're going to check out the R8 V10. This does the half mile in 7.5s. It'll do 408 miles per hour. 0 to 60 in 1.0 something, 0 to 100 in about 1.5, so everything there is looking pretty good. And the question is, does this car have a live racing setup? Yes, but I think you actually need 1 or 2 stage 6 parts. I'm pretty sure you need 2 stage 6 parts to make this car do well at live racing, so it's not really what I would call a great live racer unless you've got stage 6 parts, and then it's pretty good. This car will naturally beat the dyno time by I think a little bit over 1/10 of a second or something like that. So I don't know. Seems alright, right? Not a bad car so far. Not one of the best cars in the game or anything, but seems decent. Okay, yeah. Might not be too bad. Let's move on to the next car. Now the final car in the 3 section will be the 911 RWB. So this car will do a 7.6 in the half mile. 358 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.5, 0 to 100 in about 1.2, and does this car have a live racing setup? Not really. Not really. Don't think I would really set this one up to be a live racer, to tell you the truth. This car can naturally beat the dyno by a tiny bit, so I don't know. I really do like this car for some strange reason. It's definitely not one of the better cars in the game, and it doesn't really have anything crazy going for it. I mean, none of these cars in the free one are great this time. They're all just kind of what I would consider or decent. You see what I'm saying there? But honestly, when you check out these 3 cars, I mean, all the stats are pretty similar. Only difference is the R8 V10 GT does have a low performance point high evo live racing setup where you only need so many parts to make it do well at live racing. So if you know how to set that up, I do have a video on the car that shows you how to do that. That's going to be the best bet for a live racer. But if you're just looking for a car in general, none of these things knock my socks off, and they're all just kind of okay. They're very similar, right? This one may have a little bit of advantage here. This one may have a little bit of advantage there. But personally, my first choice would be the R8 V10. My second choice would be the 911. And my third choice would be that Bentley there, which I don't really care for that Bentley. But you might like it. I don't really care for it. But hey, some people might love the Bentley. So I highly suggest grabbing the R8 V10 GT RWD if you don't already have it. That seems pretty decent. All right, let's move on to the paid section. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up our first car. Let's check out the Maserati MC20. That will be the first car we take a look at. Now, this car is a 6.6 car, so that's actually a pretty good time. It does 438 miles per hour. 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 are both under a 1 second, so that's pretty awesome. And does this car have a live racing setup? Yes, but I think you need at least one stage 6 for the low performance point high evo live racing setup to work. I do have a video on how to set this car up for that, but this car will do pretty decent at live racing. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the world's best live racer, but it should do pretty good overall. So I think this car is actually a pretty good choice. I like it. It's a nice little car. Not the best car in the game, but nice little car. Next up, we have the Lexus LFA. This is a 6.8 car. It's going to do 321 miles per hour. 0 to 60 and 0 and 100 times on this are excellent. We got 0.3 and 0.6. So this car definitely has a huge advantage when it comes to fast acceleration. And the top speed's not too bad, 321. Does this car have a live racing setup? No, not really. I'm not a big fan of this one. However, this car will beat the dyno by almost 0.2 of a second naturally. So you don't have to do any type of special tuning or anything. But it's a little bit of a dyno beater, nothing too crazy, but it should beat the dyno by like maybe 1.5 to 0.2 of a second, depending on how good your run is. Maybe even only 1/10 of a second if you're not good at driving it. But it can beat dyno by almost 0.2 of a second if you get a perfect run. So I don't know. It's got a few things going for it, but overall, most of us aren't really thrilled with this car. But it's definitely not going to be a good live racer, but it's pretty good for everything else except for live racing. Next up on the list, we have the Hennessy Venom Venom GT Spider WFE, and this has a half-mile time of a 7.378. It's going to do about 321 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.3 something, and 0 to 100 in about 0.7. So the acceleration is great. The top speed is decent. The half-mile time is okay. But does this have a live racing setup? No. No, it doesn't. I would not pick this car if you're looking for a good live racer. And the really crappy part, though, is when this car is maxed out, it runs slower than the dyno time. All right, I think it's going to run in just a little bit slower than the dyno, which is a big bummer. Now, that's according to the world record sheet, but I also looked it up on YouTube, and it's running a 7.378. But the dyno is a 7.446, so somebody may have got a faster run than the world record sheet. So if it does beat the dyno, it's by like that much. So anyways, yeah. Most of the time, you're not going to get a perfect run, so the car probably will not be beating the dyno for most people because it's almost impossible to get a perfect run on these cars. If you get a perfect run, it may beat it by like a teeny bit or not at all. So, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much the deal with this car. Don't like it. I don't see anything about this other than the fast acceleration that makes me go, hey, I should pick this one. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. All right, so there we go. When it comes to the free cars, my first choice is definitely going to be the Audi. My second choice is going to be the 911. And my third choice will be that Bentley that I don't really like at all. Again, on the paid car, hands down, I'm going to go with the MC20. My second choice would probably be the LFA. And then my third choice would be the Venom. I mean, the LFA's got some things going on that are pretty nice, but the MC20 has got the biggest advantages because it's got a good low performance point high evo setup that will win live races. It seems to run the faster times. It's just a nicer all-around car that's going to be more tunable and more good for this and that and the other thing, to where those other cars, you're just not going to be able to do as much with them, and they're, just not as good. So first choice, the MC20. Second choice, LFA. Last choice would be the Venom, and Venom's not even a car that I would like to have, honestly. I don't care for that one at all. I think that car kind of sucks, but, the LFA was disappointing that it didn't live race. But yeah, grab that MC20, guys and gals. That MC20 is a good one. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so there we have it. That's pretty much the deal. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and figured out which car you would like to get. If you enjoy this content, hey, don't forget to smash that little like button right down there and that subscribe button. I would appreciate that big time. If you drop down the video's description or check the pinned comment, you'll find some affiliate links where you can get some awesome lighting, cameras, microphones, stuff to make your room look cool, some tools, some things for your kitchen like air fryers and all kinds of awesome stuff. There's also some other ways to help support the channel in there. If you buy something off there or help support the channel, that helps us keep bringing you videos just like this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the extra support. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys have an awesome day. Lightning out. Thanks for watching my video.
Thanks for watching my video. I hate to say, but it's time to go. Maybe you could watch another one. That might be really fun. Thanks for watching my video.